Oh, whew, okay. There we go. Welcome to a new moon workshop. This is a new moon in Cancer, but we are all experiencing it, just so you know. We also have a Mercury retrograde, which explains the start of this video because I've been struggling trying to get this open and working, but we've arrived. Thank you all for joining. This is a pay what you can workshop. So if you haven't donated, there is a link below for you to support this work. This is literally my job. So thank you for your support. We are going to explain the astrology, how to work with it. This is a really nice new moon, actually, because we have this crazy activation happening in the sky, which is like insanely rare. And I'm going to explain that as well. July is a big month for astrology. Probably the biggest of 2026. We've had a lot happening, and it continues, and this new moon is another important moment in July because it's really helping us like reclaim who we are and what we want for ourselves, for our joy, for a feeling of security and stability, and what makes us feel really like appreciated and excited about our life. I like this new moon um, because there's a lot happening. Like I said, we have Mercury retrograding right now in the same sign as this new moon. So the new moon is in Cancer and Mercury is retrograding in Cancer. This is really important for anyone who has their sun, moon, or rising in Leo, Cancer. Well, sorry. I'm saying Leo because Jupiter is in Leo, and Jupiter in Leo is helping us really expand into our true self, like what we really want, how we really want to express ourselves. And you can't really separate that energy from this new moon because this new moon is asking you to review and reflect on everything that is not really aligned with your true self. So I feel like for all of you Leo placements out there, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, whatever, you're really going to be needing to pay attention, especially for the next year, because Jupiter in Leo is really, it's really affecting you. I have a whole workshop for that. If you have a strong Leo placement, go and watch the workshop because for example, when Jupiter was in Gemini, my sign, that was when this stuff like blew up. It just exploded. That was the year I made my first $1 million. Like, there's a lot of good stuff that happens in that energy, Jupiter in Leo. So if you have a Leo placement, go and watch that workshop after, okay? Now, if your sun, moon, or rising is Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, or Libra, those four placements, because all of this is happening in Cancer, you want to look at all of the cardinal signs. So the cardinal signs are the four that I just mentioned: Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. And that again can be your sun, moon, or rising, even your Venus or your Mars. You're really going to feel this energy because this new moon is helping you realign with what you really want. When we think about Cancer energy, we think about often times our family, memories, emotional experiences. And for whatever reason, I feel like so many of us are like so traumatized, or we're always looking through the lens of what needs to be fixed, what needs to be changed, the shadow work, the dense, heavy darkness that we're always clearing, we're always working through, and whatever. And honestly, I have a stellium, a collection of planets in Cancer. So this is big for me also. I'm really feeling this. And I'm noticing that like today, it's just like, I actually feel good. I feel excited about my life again. I feel potential and opportunities opening up and doors opening. And I feel like I'm really reclaiming myself, my voice, my body, my sexuality, like everything, my creativity. It's like all coming back, like Celine Dion, bitch. It's all coming back to me now. So I feel like this is a really good moment for all of us, not only the people with those placements that I talked about, but all of us, because we're all working with this energy. And this new moon is really asking you to remember Remember, because memory, Cancer is connected to memory, and not only the dense memories that we need to clear out. No, the memory of joy, what it feels like to be excited about your life again. Like, and if for whatever reason some of you are not experiencing that right now, do it. Like, intentionally create more space for you to remember what it feels like to be in a fun movement of creativity and empowerment. And I want to really focus on Cancer through the lens of our ancestors that want us to win. The family dynamics that helped shape us into these incredible humans that we are now, and how we can use that energy to leverage and benefit ourselves to move forward and expand. Instead of, my family has these limits, and my family, I grew up poor, and I grew up struggling, and I had, sexual abuse and different things like that, which, like, for me, like, check, 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 babe. You know what I mean? So, like, I can focus on that, but there's something about this Mercury retrograde that is asking us to, can we shift our perspective? Can we stop investing so much into the idea that we always need to be fixing something, or that we always need to be, cleaning up and clearing out the shadows and the limits and the chains that keep me stuck to the past. And, like, I'm fucking over it. Like, I want to play more. I want to experience more joy and creativity and fun. And Jupiter in Leo is really helping us do that. Jupiter in Leo will be expanding everything, okay? Because Jupiter expands everything, the good and the bad. And we're all working with that energy. This is a very lucky energy. Jupiter likes to be in Leo. So this is very supportive, and there's a lot of opportunities and benefits to this energy. So again, I strongly suggest that anyone, if you feel interested in working with this energy of abundance and expansion and opportunity, watch the Jupiter in Leo workshop. I'm going to put it below. I believe it's also sliding scale, so you can pay whatever you want. But there's an overall energy here that, with that Cancerian energy, this Cancer new moon, it's asking you, how can you realign yourself with what excites you, with what makes you feel secure and safe, and safe enough to express who you really are, because that's what the Jupiter in Leo energy is also inviting in. Now, what is really unique about this moment, and I'm talking like big, big energy, big uniqueness. We have what is called, and I'm sure a few of you have heard about this. I don't know how to, like, pronounce it properly. Borbo, Barbalt, Barbalt basket, quote unquote. So, why is this important? This is insanely rare because it means that all of the outer planets, which are the collective planets, so I am talking about Jupiter in Leo. We are talking about Pluto in Aquarius. I'm talking about um, Neptune in Aries, and Uranus in Gemini. The four of those planets that are all collective planets, they are all getting closer and closer and arriving at 4 degrees. So when you're thinking about that many planets that have that much strength on influencing the collective energy, so this means, like, the people around the world, the events around the world, the collective consciousness, like, all of those planets, they're big, they're heavy, they're strong, and they are all arriving at 4 degrees at the same time, which creates this really crazy sort of like basket shape in the sky. Now, I want you to imagine, okay, if you're going to be moving forward, what are you taking with you? That's your basket. Okay. So you're going to take your basket and you want a little more joy. You want to own your voice. You want a little bit more creativity, like whatever it is. What's beautiful about this basket is that it is like sextiles and trines and oppositions that are really, in a nutshell, teaching you what you like, what you don't like, how you can use your talents, your wisdom, and your ability to create your own life, Like you can create your own life. And now we have these opportunities to understand that, wow, who I am and how I show up, it affects the world around me. And when I decide to show up authentically, the world around me responds differently. So, this is an opportunity for us to really understand who we want to be moving forward, how we can show up more authentically, and how we can really share our voice, our talents, our ideas, our vision for a new world. This is all about bringing in and us initiating a new world, a new experience for ourselves and for the collective. So there's a lot happening. And of course, um, a lot of us, we're like, it's like we're coming online more. Like our energy is really sort of increasing our psychic abilities, our ability to manifest. Like there's a lot energetically and sort of psychically happening right now where if you are really paying attention and committing to your practices and really allowing yourself to show up in a different way and move forward, um, quote unquote, sort of like in your new timeline. So, for example, what I mean by that is every day you have a choice and you can do the same things with the same stories in your mind, carrying the same shame or guilt or fear or whatever. Or you can make different choices, or you can move through life in a way that you're not carrying the same shame. You're not carrying the same stories. So, how is it that right now you can decide what you really want to create by choosing what stories you are carrying forward? By choosing what intentional actions you want to take to design your new life. So, is there something, Mercury's in retrograde right now, is there something that you can shift, maybe in how you do things? Or maybe you do the same things because you're like, I'm fine. I like my routine. I don't have a big issue with the things that I do, quote unquote, but I always have these like stories of judgment about myself, or I'm I'm just like talking down to myself, or I'm, criticizing myself or whatever. It's like, oh, it's just this negativity in my head. So how can you get rid of that? How can you drop the weight that you've carried connected to old ideas, shame, guilt, stories, or whatever? So there's an overall energy right now, just to sort of summarize this, that is helping you design your new life by moving forward, making new decisions, and allowing yourself to really accept that there are other stories, that there are other ways of doing things, that there are other ways for you to move through life and to talk to yourself, to treat yourself better, nicer, to really take care of yourself. A new moon in Cancer is asking you to take care of yourself in a different way. Give yourself what you want. Don't judge yourself so much. Don't, ridicule and criticize yourself. It's like, where did you learn that? Where did you learn that judgment? Where did you learn that voice in your head that's always criticizing you, or making you feel bad about your decisions, or making you feel shame about what you want or who you are, or how you want to do things, or making you feel guilty about prioritizing yourself instead of other people or whatever. So, this is really a moment for us to understand that we can design our life more intentionally when we drop the old stories and we pick new stories. We pick new perspectives. We take different action or similar action, but without the guilt, without the stories, etc. So I hope that helps bring some clarity. I feel like for a second there, it got a little bit confusing. So if you are kind of like, wait, what? Rewind, watch that again because there really is medicine there and it's really going to help you when that clicks and you're like, true. Like maybe go back and watch it again. Um, it was what, 5 minutes? Like you have the time. Okay. So if you got it, amazing. Okay. I'm gonna stop there. I do just want to say that there's a major theme right now, which is reclamation. And I want you to really prioritize your own reclamation of self, of your desires, of what you want, who you want to be, and how you want to be, how you want to do, how you want to move through life. This is about you finding your own rhythm, your own pace, your own unique ideas, voice, expression. And this new moon is really helping us do that. So, good luck. I hope that helps. I want to teach you a really simple magic trick. This is like really, really easy. Um, basically, we're just programming water, is what we're doing. So, I would grab, you can do it with a glass also, something like this, or you can grab like a bottle. And basically, what I would do is on a sticker, something that's big enough that you can write on it. I would write down, especially under this new moon and how we're working with this current energy for the next week or so. I think it's until around the 24th where that basket is really influencing us. So do this until, the 24th, the 25th, or whatever. But basically, you're going to get a glass of water and you're just going to add just regular water to it. And then on a sticker, I just want you to write down, remind me how good it gets, for example, and just put it on there. And then I want you to just hold that glass and I want you to just think about that over and over and over. Remind me how good it gets. Remind me how good it gets. Or if you want to change the message, every day you could do a different one. This is a really simple practice to program your water. And what it's going to do is it's going to put that energy into the water. And then when you're drinking it, it's going to help spread that energy into your body, which is also what, 70, 80% water, right? So it communicates with this. So we charge it, and then you have the water, and then you ingest it, and then it helps charge your body. Now, you can also write down, for example, remind me who I am. Sorry, I want to sign this properly. Remind me who I am without these stories, for example. Write that down, put it on the water, hold the cup, and just say it over and over again. Remind me who I am without these stories, or without these limits, or without these fears, or whatever. You can write whatever you want. This is just a concept. This is an idea. This is water programming. This is water magic. Okay, this will help shift your perspective. I promise. It maybe takes some time for some of you. Maybe it's immediate, but remind me of joy. Remind me how abundant I am. Whatever. Write it down. Program it. The reason we're doing this is because Cancer is a water energy. It's a water sign. So it's really good and helpful to work with water right now. And I have been doing this water charging for a long time. If you guys watch the abundance activation that I did like maybe 2 years ago, we made rich bitch juice, if you remember. And it was literally that. We just charged the water with abundance and money. And trust me, bitch, this shit works. Okay. So that's your little magic tip for now. Um, okay. Now I want you to just close your eyes. I'm just gonna clear and clean up your energy, and then we'll just do a short visualization to help you see sort of the direction you want to go in, and then we're done here. So whenever you're ready, you can just close your eyes. Maybe just shake out the body a little bit just to like release all of that information, all of the tension, any questions, just let it go. You're here, I'm communicating, there's a vibrational match. So everything that I'm talking about, it's going in somewhere. It's going in somewhere. So you've got it. Don't stress about what I'm talking about, just let it go. Take a deep breath, hold, and release. And then again, I want you to take a deep breath, hold, and release. And can you relax the body just 10% more? And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine there's a green fire burning in front of you. And I want you to just use your hands or imagine you have a golden brush and just brush off all of the energy that's not yours. Everything from the world around you, other people, your family, projections, whatever, brush it off and just toss it into that green fire. I'm going to use a distance energy symbol to help clear. Just continue to brush it off. Imagine your back is being brushed off, your feet, everything. And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine that white light from above. It starts to pour down on top of you, and it starts adding a layer of protection. I want you to take an inhale and let that white light into the body to recharge and replenish you like a battery. I'm going to use a different distance energy symbol to help amplify that. So just imagine that white light pouring down, covering you, inhaling, and take in as much as you can because it's there, it's for you. So take it all in. And then just exhale when you're ready. And then taking a second to just find your center. I want you to just imagine a perfect world. You're doing whatever you want to do. You have all the money that you need. What are you doing with your time? Are you creating something? Are you resting more? If all of your needs were met, if you had full safety, stability, security, what are you doing in this vision? And I want you to see yourself experiencing whatever it is that you're doing. And I want you to feel how that feels. Do you feel liberated? Do you feel excited, fun, expressive? Like you're doing whatever you want to do. So, how does that feel? And literally feel it in your body. Feel the emotions of experiencing it right now in this moment. And then I want you to take a deep breath in and just lock that awareness into the body, into the mind. And now I want you to also be aware that you don't need to wait for that feeling. You don't need to wait to start that journey. So ask yourself, ask the universe or your guides, what is one step I can take towards that version of me? Ask them for advice. How can you cultivate that feeling? How can you live that life? What is one thing you can do to start moving in that direction? And maybe for some of you, it doesn't make sense. Maybe they're asking you to do something that you didn't expect. Trust that. Ask for their guidance and remain open. And then I want you to take a deep inhale and hold. And then I want you to let go. And as you exhale, I want you to feel into trust. They have a bird's eye view. They can see the whole game from above. So they're going to guide you. They're going to help you. They're going to support you getting to where you want to be, but it's not always going to make sense. So I want you to trust in them. I want you to take a deep inhale and connect with trust as we lock in that energy. And then we exhale and we totally surrender. You can take one last breath in and hold and exhale when you're ready. And then just bring some gentle movement back into the body, the shoulders, the neck, maybe the hands or the feet. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. You can come back into this space. And I want you to pause this video on my face, if you can catch it. And I want you to write a list. So under this new moon in Cancer, I am calling in the following and then write it down, or I am taking a step in a new direction and then write about it. You are asking the universe to support you in whatever. So you're just going to write down whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that inspires you from what you just saw, or if you have a different intention you want to set, go for it. But this is a moment for you to just write. So you can pause and then we will come back. Oh. Go write your damn list, bitch. Welcome back. That's that. Um, I would definitely recommend two things. We are currently experiencing the Mercury retrograde. We just had a Kazemi, which is the clarity moment. So if you haven't watched the Mercury retrograde workshop, I will post that below. If you have a strong Leo placement or any fixed energy, so we're looking at Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus, those four sun, moon, rising, whatever, definitely check out the Jupiter in Leo workshop. We are working with this energy for a year. This is the energy that literally made me a millionaire. This is the energy that made me quote unquote famous. This is the energy that helped my business launch. Like, you definitely want to work with Jupiter's energy. Okay. So I'm going to post that link below. Um, I'll see you guys soon. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember. Anyways, love you. Like and subscribe, comment, let me know how your life is. I hate to ask, but this is literally my business and it helps. Okay, I love you. Ciao.